thank you. Appreciate that, but we're all good. We don't need any hot chocolate. It's a very nice offer, though. Do you know why we're out here? Or?
Because of this terrible place.
The Lilydale Hatchery, eh? Yeah. You know what goes on inside that building?
I have no clue, but we watched those videos, lots of those terrible flippin' documentary, terrible videos that are just disgusting.
Yeah, the chicks and all kind of stuff. So how does it make you feel like when you find out that, you know, like, are you vegan, or have you ever considered going vegan, or?
We're not.
No?
We're not, but we don't eat a lot of meat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And if we do eat like eggs or anything, it's always the free.
We get
free-run eggs.
Free range or whatever, eh?
Free range. We like them from the Hatter eggs.
Do you know what the term free range actually means?
Outdoors.
So all that it requires, there is no actual definition for free range. It's whatever they decided it's free range, right? It's just something they put on the labels to make the consumer feel better. Because even if they're free range, whatever, they still come to this location, even with the non-free range ones, and they still get ground up and cut up and slit. I haven't seen inside, but I've seen lots of videos on inside. You know, so.
How big can we go to? I was just gonna say, I want to see the videos of this place, right?
Well, so I don't know if they have specific ones up here, but they follow standard. They follow standard industry practice, right? So around the world, it's done the same way in here as it's done in Australia, United States, and.
Is it Lilydale, or is it just
anyone? We don't specifically show footage from one location because it doesn't matter how they do it. It's still the same over everywhere, right? So what we're not advocating is eating less of something. We're saying don't eat them at all. Don't eat eggs. Don't eat chicken. Don't eat it. You don't need it, right? Like, do you think you need to eat meat, or?
See, the only type of meat I really don't mind eating is stuff that's either hunted or farmed properly.
Right.
Like, I don't mind stuff like that, but things that come from places like this is disgusting.
Yeah.
I totally get that. But yes, we will lower our egg and chicken consumption.
Actually, what would it take to get you to zero and get rid of it altogether?
Probably not much, actually. We don't eat it. We used to eat a lot of eggs.
Yeah, and like barely. I'm not much for meat as it is.
I'm gonna give you a card here, okay? And I got some documentaries for you to watch.
Yeah.
And there's one that I watched 4 years ago that turned me vegan, okay? And that's why I'm out here. I mean, I want to raise awareness, and that's all we want to do, right? We're saying that if we wouldn't do this to our cats and our dogs, why would we do it to a chicken, right?
Yeah.
So this is
I save bugs.
If you watch one video together tonight, the best speech you will ever hear by Gary Vaynerchuk. It's on YouTube. It's all free. There's some other great documentaries on there. This is my local group in Stony Plain. So if you want to go vegan, and you know it resonates with you, and you're like, that actually makes sense. You know, I can't support this industry anymore. Vegan 22 at the bottom. It's a challenge, all free. They'll hook you up with a vegan in the world, and they'll teach you how to eat vegan. Okay? But the most important part is the why.
Yeah. I don't know what it means, so
vegan?
I'm gonna learn.
All the vegan is we're just promoting compassion. You know.
Well, but the difference between the vegan and
So the difference between a vegetarian and a vegan is a vegetarian still eats milk and eggs and like dairy products and cheese, whereas a vegan says, I'm not eating any animal product. Anything that comes with a face or anything that comes from something that had a face and had a family,
because even
we're not going to touch it.
Cows are highly mistreated just for their milk.
Yeah.
I do know that, and they put like TVs up there to make them, you know, happy.
I'm learning stuff all day. There's a thing called a Judas goat, and they basically keep like 1 or 2 goats at the factory farm, and they're at the area where the shipping containers come in, and they actually, you know, like, come on guys, come on in. It's totally fine in here. They calm down the cows because they can smell the blood, they can smell all of the killing and stuff, and they're like, I'm not getting off this crate. But they have these Judas goats here. Well, I'm just talking in general. Yeah, sorry, I'm just talking about factory farms in general. They'll keep a couple like Judas goats to say, come on guys, come on in, it's fine here, you're gonna be totally fine. And then the cows go in, and then it's the end of their life, right? Where that's the only reason that,
most
it's pretty sickening, eh?
Yeah. Most of these things, I can't even watch them. I feed everything in the winter time, and like everything.
The methane, the environmental impact.
That's one of the biggest environmental impacts is cows and their methane, for sure.
Yeah.
So just let them all go and kill the. Actually, what I always used to say is, that we can fix overpopulation and world hunger at the same time by eating humans, farming them.
Would that be something a message we want to promote?
Probably
Eating
not.
humans, right?
Probably not. But I'm just saying it would work. Overpopulation and world hunger. Too many humans.
Do you know what one of the leading causes of population or world hunger is?
No.
So did you know that there's a lot of food that's being grown in Africa right now? Do you know who's getting fed to?
Us.
Cattle. Because in order to grow cattle to eat and raise one cow, they require so much land and so much vegetables and so much plants that we're feeding them this much food. Whereas if we all ate vegan, we'd only be eating this much, and we could have so much extra food to send to starving Africans in these countries where they're like emaciated. You know?
Well, then how do you make more people vegan? Do things like you're doing, right?
You come out with us next time. You go vegan, you come out with us.
I have fibro. I can't do anything in the winter, but if you're out in the summer, I will.
We are absolutely. You add us. We have lots of things going on in the summer. We have these things called cubes of truth, and they are awesome.
Perfect.
You did, but I'll leave it at that. There, you got some homework to do tonight. You watch those videos.
So,
you go vegan. You come out next time in the summertime or whenever.
How do I say I want to come stand there? Where do I do that on here?
On here, we don't have our group on here, but if you just look up Edmonton vegan activists,
Okay.
it'll open up your world.
Then we'll do that.
My name's Adam, by the way. What's your name?
Shannon.
Shannon and
Megan.
Megan.
Nice to
Okay.
meet you, Adam.
Shannon, Megan. Nice to meet you.
You said Adam?
Adam.
Adam. Nice to meet you, Adam.
Bye bye. No worries.
You sure you don't want chocolate stuff?
We're good. Thanks.